louder, speak louder.
Hello and welcome.
Welcome, hello.
Ni hao. Ni hao. Welcome everyone. Let's take our seats. We're going to begin our program in just a moment. We are going to kick off our celebration of the Chinese New Year, the Year of the Dog. We're going to start off with a Chinese folk dance, a celebration dance called Yang Ge. The Chinese New Year is a celebration of the start of spring. And this year it fell on February 16th. Today is March 8th. But here at CSULB Beach, we like to really celebrate as long as we can. So we continue to celebrate the New Year and the coming of the spring. And I'm grateful to have you all here to join us. So we're going to start off with a performance of Chinese folk dance. Thank you. That's a lovely way to kick off the afternoon. Okay. Thank you to our dancers. We have a lovely program ahead of you. I think if you had a chance to glance at the program, we've got dance, we've got song, we have a face changer, we have food, we've got it all. And I want to thank our organizers, the main organizer, Heidi Zhang, standing here in the back in the lovely plum dress. The director of our international training programs and Confucius Institute, as well as Haitao Wang, co-director of our Confucius Institute. as well as the staff, faculty, and students who work in the international training programs and the Confucius Institute. I would ask them to stand, but most of them were just dancing. So when they came on as staff, students, and faculty in those departments, they didn't realize what they were signing up for. But performing at these events is a regular part of their job description, and they do a wonderful job of it. My name is Terrence Graham, and I'm Associate Dean for International Programs here at Cal State Long Beach, and it's my pleasure to be your MC for the day. And I thank you all for taking time out of your very busy schedules to spend a little time with us. And I hope that you'll find this a refreshing respite from your routine here on campus or wherever you've come to us from today. I do want to call out some very special groups of folks who have joined us today from the Consulate General of People's Republic of China in Los Angeles, from Mayor Garcia's office here in Long Beach, from the Long Beach Qingdao Sister City Association, we have several guests here. The Chinese American Friendship Association of Long Beach, I think we have some folks here. No? Up there, yeah, very good. All right. Excellent. But this event is, as well as many senior administrators from our university. We're very happy to see you here representing the university. It's a great crowd. I feel like we're really among friends and colleagues here from near and far, so it's really a pleasure to be here. For our keynote address, it's my pleasure to introduce one of our senior administrators here on campus, Dr. Min Yao. I'm going to say a few words. Dr. Min Yao is the Chief Information Officer on our campus and Vice President and CIO, and has joined us in August 2016. And I think many of you who work on this campus have seen many of the advances that he's brought already to our campus. Every time we open up Beachboard or look at EAB and many of the tools that we have at our disposal, it's thanks largely to his efforts and his leadership on this campus. So thank you, Min, for that. So he leads the technology services on campus and advises the president and senior leadership team on technology services and strategies. Most recently, he led the launch of the Smart Campus Initiative at CSULB. Prior to joining Cal State Long Beach, for more than 5 years, he had served as the Chief Information Officer at University of California, San Diego, where he led the effort to build one of the largest college computer networks in the country. So it's my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Min Yao.
Well, thank you, Terrence. You make me nervous now. Distinguished guests, my fellow faculty, staff, and students, welcome to this event, the celebration of Chinese New Year, organized by the Office of Institution Training Programs and the Confucius Institute. Welcome. According to Chinese lunar calendar, 2018 is the year of the dog. The new year actually starts, as Terry said, February 16th. And the first day of the new year, according to Chinese customs, is called the Spring Festival. As a festival, it is continuously celebrated for 15 days in the month. In some parts of China, it's celebrated for the whole month. So we are still in the holiday spring, so not late. The Chinese name each of their lunar year with an animal name, and the animals were from the Chinese zodiac. There are 12 animals in the Chinese zodiac, so therefore Chinese Lunar New Year New Years are named in a 12-year cycle. So the 12 animals in Chinese, the 12 animals arranged being Chinese, I can't even remember that, so I have to read it. The 12 animals arranged in this order: the rat, the ox, the tiger, the rabbit, the dragon, the snake, the horse, the goat, the monkey, the rooster, the dog, and the pig. As you already guessed, since this year is the year of the dog, next year will be the year of the pig. And also the Chinese believe that not only each year is named by animal name. The animal also carries a set of personal traits to the people who are born in a particular Chinese lunar year. For example, they believe that for people who are born in the year of a dragon, those people are smart and have leadership skills and good planning skills. And also for people who are born in the year of an ox, they're hardworking and dedicated. And for people who are born in the year of a monkey, they were believed to be swift and quick in thinking and good with mathematics. And for the people who are born in the year of the dog, well, the Chinese believe they're very loyal, faithful, and are willing to help others. So for those of you who are born in the year of the dog, you will be happy that everybody wants you to be a friend or colleague. For the rest of us, I truly want to welcome you to this event and wish you, according to Chinese, more happiness and also prosperity in the coming new year. And also want to again add to Terry's thanks to the office staff in the two offices, the Office of International Training Programs and the Confucius Institute. They did a lot of work planning and organizing the event. And once again, Happy New Year to you all. And as the president always says, go beach.
Thank you, Min. Incidentally, today is March 8th, which is another holiday. Does anyone know which holiday we're celebrating today? International Women's Day, which is a major holiday in China. I've lived many years in Russia, and it's a huge holiday in Russia, and I'm married to a Russian, so I was definitely reminded that today is my wife's day. So I want to congratulate all of you, and particularly the women in our audience today on this International Women's Day. So it's a dual celebration. But back to the Year of the Dog. This is a special year because I was born in the Year of the Dog, and we're and we're going to call everyone who is born in the Year of the Dog up onto stage here. The dog theme you'll see permeates our program today, and you notice the centerpiece is on your table. It's a bright red dog. Those will be given away at the end of the event, so stick around. You might walk away with a stuffed dog. But I do want to call up, and it was kind of Min to go over the characteristics of people born in the Year of the Dog and skip over the negative traits. But so we mentioned sort of the positive. People born in the Year of the Dog are loyal and honest. They possess the best traits of human nature. They're honest. They're friendly, faithful. And I'm thinking to myself, this is about me. So astrology works that way. You can pick out the pieces that you like and say, that's about me. Faithful, loyal, smart, straightforward, venerable, and have a strong sense of responsibility. Now, not everyone in my family would agree that characterizes me, but I'll take it. Now, on the negative side, those born in the Year of the Dog are likely to be self-righteous, cold, terribly stubborn, slippery, critical of others, and not good at social activities. So you can pick and choose the good, but you got to take a little bit of the bad too. If you're taking all the good, you can't leave out the bad. But let's see who are the dogs in our audience today. And I'd ask you to stand and come up to the stage. If you were born in any of the following years, and I won't call it out year by year to embarrass people, but 2018, 2006, 1994, 1982, 1970, 1958, 1946, 1934. I'm not going to go back any further. Please come forward if you were born in the Year of the Dog. Please come forward. We want to honor you. Honor you all with little gifts. Now, it's always interesting to see. Now, so after I went into the negative characteristics, people don't want to come up. You got to take the good with the bad.
46.
46, yeah, absolutely, yeah, 46. Famous Year of the Dog people, in addition to those famous people on our stage with us right now. Just to give you a sense of the range of dogs, and this is interesting. Winston Churchill was born in the Year of the Dog. Sophia Loren, David Bowie, may he rest in peace. Steven Spielberg, our own alum, Cal State Long Beach. Jennifer Lopez, Madonna. Mother Teresa. Oh, this is for me.
Yes.
We all get that. And then on the political side, Bill Clinton was born in the Year of the Dog. But just to be bipartisan, our current president, Donald Trump, was also born in the Year of the Dog. So you got to take the good with the bad. So let's congratulate all of those up on stage here, born in the Year of the Dog. And now thank you. You return to your seats and you want to make a speech? Now we have a special guest for the Year of the Dog today. Looking around, I'm hoping to see where the special guest might be coming from. Where is our special guest? Anthea is our special guest coming in for the Year of the Dog. Wait a second. I think let's hear it for the panda. We love pandas. Everybody loves pandas. But I think the panda's in the wrong place. This is not the Year of the Panda, it's the Year of the Dog. I'm going to have to escort the panda off stage. Now, who's our special guest? Where's our special guest for the Year of the Dog? There's a dog, okay. Does the dog have a name? Do you have a name? You go first. All right. I was looking for a different special guest, though. Maybe is there another special guest? I love the costumes, but those are costumes. I want the real thing for the Year of the Dog. Do we have a real guest for the Year of the Dog? Wow! Sergeant Ray Gonzalez and K9 Avery. Thank you for joining us, Avery. I think a lot of you had a chance to meet Avery. Avery is new to our campus this year. I'm very excited to have him on board, and this is his year, so we need to treat Avery extra special. She's a she, I'm told. Okay, great. All right, thank you, Sergeant Gonzalez, for being here. I do want to thank Sergeant Gonzalez and Avery for joining us. Avery's going to kind of make the rounds if you guys want to get a closer look at her. But we'll see you around campus pretty often. Keeping a K9 on campus there's a lot of funding that goes towards keeping a K9 on campus. And in honor of the Year of the Dog, the Confucius Institute and International Training Programs are donating $200 today to the upkeep of Avery so that she continues to eat the finest food available. And if any of you would like to donate to Avery support, then feel free to do so. I think it's, where are my notes? If you do want to make a donation, make the check payable to CSULB Police Department, and Lieutenant Richard Goodwin will take care of that for you. So if you're interested in honor of the Year of the Dog, making a donation to keep Avery happy on campus, she would appreciate it. All right, thank you. We are going to continue now with our program as we continue to enjoy the delicious food. Today is a celebration of Chinese culture here on our campus, celebration of the many connections that we at Cal State Long Beach have with friends and colleagues in China. And so we are very happy to be the home to so many students, so many bright and talented students from China. And now we'll have the pleasure of listening to one of our students, a student in our American Language Institute, perform on the erhu. The erhu is a Chinese folk instrument It's a two-stringed bowed instrument. Actually, one of the key components of the instrument, actually the drum of the instrument, is made out of snake skin, which is interesting. Actually, python skin is the traditional material used to make that. The erhu is referred to as the Chinese fiddle, the Chinese violin, and it dates back more than 1,000 years in Chinese culture. And so we're very pleased to invite to the stage our American Language Institute student, Shifei, who's going to perform for us on the erhu. Shifei, please. Thank you, Shifei. Let's hear it once again for Shifei, our ALI student. Shifei also was born in the year of the dog, by the way. So it is her year. Excuse me, I just ate a dumpling really fast.
Do you want some water? I'll get you water.
So we're going to continue with some music. Our next performer is going to perform an excerpt from the Peking Opera. The opera is called The Monkey King, and the Monkey King is a mythological figure that you see recurring throughout Chinese culture. Probably most notably in the 16th century Chinese novel, The Journey to the West. The Monkey King was born from a stone and somehow has acquired supernatural powers. And he accompanies a Buddhist monk to the west to retrieve some sacred Buddhist sutras. And so that's kind of the journey to the west that's captured in that novel. But the Monkey King, you'll see there are many, many films about the Monkey King, and it is a recurring figure in culture and mythology in China. And so it's my pleasure to invite performer from the Peking Opera, William Zhang. Please.
白脸的曹操，黑脸的张飞，
another phrase. This phrase means, I wish you great wealth. So, it's a variation on the phrase we tried just before. So the first two words are the same. Gong Shi. Gong Shi Fa Chai. Gong Shi Fa Chai. Now I'm told that you normally do this with your hands as you say this. Gong Shi Fa Chai. Does that look about right? Gong Shi Fa Chai. I wish you great wealth. Wish you great fortune. Gong Shi Fa Chai. Let's try that as a group. Gong Shi Fa Chai. One More time, say it like you mean it.
Gong Shi Fa Chai.
Gong Shi Fa Chai. Now, you can actually pronounce it better when you do the hand thing. So do the hand thing.
That's right.
Kind of, everyone see my hands here? Kind of go like this. It's like you're literally kind of trying to share money with the people or share your good positive thoughts with them so they'll be wealthy. In metaphorical and literal ways. Okay, so everybody got your hands ready? From the heart, Gong Shi Fa Chai. Gong Shi Fa Chai. Everyone turn to the person on your right and wish them great fortune.
Thank you.
You do it for me.
Gong Shi Fa Chai.
I do it.
Check back with each other.
Very good. Excellent. Next up, we have a real treat. This is something that's a rare sight here in the U.S. We have Master Zhang with us this afternoon. He was a master of the art of face changing. So this is really cool. You gotta look really closely at the performer. Oh, I jumped ahead. Sorry. Got carried away with my phrases. Before we get to the face change, we have a Chinese ethnic dance, and one thing that we often overlook when thinking about China is how diverse China is as a country. There are 56 different ethnicities across that vast territory of China. In the far north, you have the Mongolian peoples, in the south, the Dai peoples, in the west, Tibetan peoples, and the east, Korean, and the list goes on. For this dance, this is actually a dance that comes from the Korean ethnic group in China, in the east of China. And it's my pleasure to welcome Lucy Xie to perform this dance. are going to invite our face changer onto the stage. Please join me in welcoming Master Zhang.
有一种绝活，寄生就好看。活脱脱一副面孔，色拉拉一丝真才。那就是舞台上的狂君。 传奇中的变快如电，变变变，好潇洒，好浪漫。说是不知那是不满，男着不会，会着不难。30岁你能看就看，谁看都看。看看下看，观看我看，更是好耍的新鲜。
Thank you, Master Zhang. Let's hear it once again for the face changing. This is not your ordinary Thursday at the office.
No, it's not.
Next up, we have a classic Chinese dance. This is 6 dancers. Again, I think we've got the staff of the Confucius Institute and International Training Programs well represented here. This dance is called Plum Blossom. right, so now, once again, I'll invite to the stage the multi-talented team from the International Training Programs and the Confucius Institute. They'll be performing 2 songs. The first song is Tomorrow Will Be Better. And then for song number 2, Gong Shi Ni, we'd like to invite all of you up to the stage for an audience participation. We're going to sing that one together. We're going to have the words up on the screen here so you can follow it, the words phonetically, so we can those non-speakers of Mandarin can understand. That's for song number 2, but we'll start off with the first song, which is Tomorrow Will Be Better.
轻轻敲醒沉睡的心灵，慢慢张开你的眼睛，看看忙碌的世界是否依然孤独地转个不停。春风不解风情，吹动少年的心，让旧日脸上的泪痕随即风干了。他在寻找候鸟出现它的眼睛，带来远处的饥荒，无情的战火依然存在的消息。
一身白雪飘零，燃烧少年的心。
只愿情人化成音符，倾诉遥远的祝福。热情伸出你的双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让明天进入虔诚的祈祷。自己的家园，抛开记忆中的童年，谁能忍心看那昨日的忧愁带走我们的笑容？青春不见红尘，胭脂沾染了灰，让久违不见的泪水湿润了你的笑容。唱出你的热情，伸出你的双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，为明天献出虔诚的祈祷。轻轻敲醒沉睡的心灵，慢慢张开你的眼睛，让流的世界是否依然孤独地转个不停？日出唤醒清晨，大地光彩重生，让出的音响谱成生命乐章。唱出你的热情，伸出你的双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。唱出你的热情，伸出你的双手，让我拥抱着你的梦，让我拥有你真心的面孔，让我们的笑容充满着青春的骄傲，让我们期待明天会更好。
Who wants to join us in singing Gong Shi Ni? Gong Shi Ni, we gotta practice our phrasing, come on. Come on up, who's gonna join us? Great. I'd like to invite all of our performers of the day to the stage for a final round of applause. Thank you, everybody. Let's wish everyone great well. And thank you all for coming. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.
Go, go, go.